You're hiking through the tropical wetlands, the humidity sticking to your skin. You see a ripple in the water, but you're smart. You know that by the time you see the eyes, it's already too late. You've just entered the strike zone of a saltwater crocodile, a creature with a bite force of 3,700 pounds per square inch. Within seconds, your leisurely hike could turn into a struggle against 200 million years of predatory evolution. In 300 seconds, we're going to give you the clinical blueprint to survive the ambush, break the death roll, and escape the jaws of a living dinosaur. The water explodes, you don't have time to run, so you pivot. If the croc lunges, you don't turn your back. That's an invitation for a tail sweep. You understand that a crocodile's greatest weakness is its limited lateral mobility. If you're on land, you don't run in a zigzag. That's a myth that wastes precious energy. You sprint in a straight line, away from the water. But if those jaws clamp down on your limb, your priorities shift instantly. You aren't trying to pull away. You're moving in. You're bracing yourself because you know what's coming next. The roll. The crocodile begins to spin, intending to dismember you. You don't resist the rotation. You roll with the predator to minimize bone breakage. Now, it's time for logical pragmatism. You aren't punching the armored hide. You're targeting the only soft spots available. You jam your thumbs into its eyes with everything you have. If your arm is trapped, you reach for the palatal valve, the flap of tissue at the back of its throat that prevents water from entering its lungs. By forcing this open, you're forcing water into the crocodile's airway. You're making the apex predator choose between a meal and drowning. The moment the grip loosens, you move. You don't stop to check your wounds. Crocodiles are ambush hunters. They rarely engage in a sustained chase on land. You reach high ground and immediately apply pressure to any punctures. You know that crocodile teeth are teeming with bacteria, and even a minor bite is a biological time bomb. You've survived the encounter, but the clock on the infection has already started ticking. You've done the impossible. You've fought a monster and won. But the wilderness is full of ways to end your story. Now that you've survived the jaws of a croc, check out our video on how to survive North Korea in 180 seconds, or check our other video on how to become a US Army sniper in 3 minutes. Stay sharp.